broken bones, 4 fractures. I had to go big or go home, Miss Lori. We had to go big.
Well, I'm glad to see you, Caitlin. Thank you. All right, I think we're going to go ahead and begin. Welcome, high school, to the 2022-2023 school year. We are so excited to see a lot of you back and some new faces. It's going to be a great year, isn't it, Ryan? I love his enthusiasm.
It'll be a great year when it's done.
Oh, Ryan. Rye is a very special angel. We're so thankful for him. He keeps us balanced. Okay, we're going to start with prayer this morning. Mrs. Velez, would you have prayer for us, please?
I sure will. Let's bow our heads, please. Our kind and loving Heavenly Father, we ask, Lord, for your intervention in every class, in every heart, in every family. Keep us close, keep us connected, Lord. You tell us that you are the vine. Help us to remember that, to connect to you every single day, to receive the special gift that you've offered, which is eternal life. Keep us always looking up. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you. Okay, I am Miss Lori, and I am in this room every day, Monday through Thursday, with a study hall. So if any of you new ones don't know, you obviously don't know that, you can come in at any time. If you get here on Tuesday and you have no idea where to go, come in here. You have my link. Keep that link. It should work all year long. And I'm here to help you. If you're having problems with the subject, come in. We'll find a tutor. So this room is kind of like the main office, and you're always welcome in here. People come by just to study. They say, I study better if I'm sitting in a classroom, so they will come in. Sometimes they'll want to just be put in a breakout room by themselves so they can study in there and not be bothered by all the noise. So always welcome in here. Any questions, any problems, you are welcome in here. Parents are welcome to come in anytime. The other thing is, please bring pencils and paper. Unless you take notes on your iPad like Mrs. Elliser, bring pencils and paper. Take notes. Take notes, many notes as you can take, so that you can keep yourself organized. And I'm going to give you my cell phone, which is already up here. If you text me, I accept text, please tell me who you are so I can add you to my address book and respond appropriately. Okay. And I think I'm going to go over the rest of this at the end, but I will start now. If you go, so that you can look at it, if you will go to sycamoreacademy.com and go to the student section, which is at the top right, and then the login is parents@sycamoreacademy.com, and the password is welcome 2022 exclamation point, and don't forget the capital on the W. You will get lots of information in there. Your PE logs, your extra class logs, the schedules are on there now, and we will go over that at the end of the meeting. So my cell phone, write this down. One more thing I'm going to say now, and I may say it again at the end. Whose responsibility is it to keep your passwords?
Ours.
Thank you. It is your responsibility. And I probably get a question or a phone call a day. Oh, I don't remember my password. Store it 3 different places. Write it on paper. Put it in your notebook. Email yourself all your passwords. Keep it. Even if your computer crashes, your email will come up on a different computer and you'll still have your passwords. There are too many of you. Your teachers and me, we cannot
Eric.
passwords. You've got to keep them. Okay. I am going to quit sharing. And now I am going to introduce you to Miss Lisa. Are you here? Yep.
Here.
Okay, this is Miss Lisa. She's our main office person. She is the registrar. She's the one that puts your grades on, your transcripts and your report cards. You'll get emails from her. Okay, so welcome, Miss Lisa. And is Larissa here?
Yes, she's here.
She is, okay, and Miss Larissa. She also is in the office and she is here. She will help you, sometimes tutoring, sometimes subbing, and lots of times doing lots of paperwork. Okay, Miss Tammy Miss Tammy is also in the office some and teaches with middle school. Are you here, Tammy? She's not, okay. So that's the office staff. Now I want you to meet your teachers, and teachers, just tell them where you are, your name, and what you teach. And Mrs. Martez, you're going to go first.
Thank you. Hi, I am Annette Martes, and I am in Toledo, Ohio right now. Beautiful summer day. And I'm going to be teaching creative writing, English 1 and English 2.
Okay. And next, Mrs. Velez.
Hello, everybody. So I know some of you, there are many of you that I don't know yet. I live in the state called Michigan. Day right now. I'm going to see if I can do this without losing you. It's awesome. And I teach science, biology, chemistry, physics. I teach some China courses as well and some math, but for the state side, biology, chemistry, physics in the high school. This is, I think, my 25th year of teaching.
Okay, thank you. I've got to go down here. I'm just looking for teachers. Mrs. Hall.
Hi, everyone. I see a lot of my former students, and I'm so excited to see you again. And for all the new students, I'm really looking forward to those that I'm going to have in class. I live in Cleveland, Tennessee, which is probably about a half an hour away from Chattanooga. And I am going to be teaching 9th grade world geography this year. So I'm really looking forward to the projects I'm going to see from you. We had some cooking videos last year with special foods from different countries, and it was just so fun. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm in my 44th or 45th year of teaching now.
Thank you.
Yes. So
Okay.
See you soon.
Thank you. Okay, Miss Sutton is having problems, so we're going to put her on here as quickly as possible so she can leave. Go ahead, Miss Victoria.
Okay. My name is Mrs. Sutton, and I will be teaching Algebra 1 and Geometry this year. And I'm in Central Tennessee.
Thank
I look
you.
forward to meeting you guys. You're welcome.
Okay. Mrs. Martez, do I see any other teachers? Beverly, can you, Miss Cruz? There we go.
Hi, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Perfect. Hi, my name is Beverly Cruz, Miss Cruz, however you would like to call me. I am currently in Mayagüez, Puerto Rico. I'm across the ocean from you guys, but it will be a pleasure to be with you guys. We're going to be studying IPC for the 9th graders, and we're going to try to see how we can see our creator through science. So it's promising to be a very interesting topic. So I'm looking forward to being with you guys and probably sending some tropical love from over here from Puerto Rico. So God bless. I'm looking forward to work with you guys.
Thank you. Okay. Any Mrs. Ellis, or do we see any other teachers? 1, 3, it looks like
hold on, I saw somebody else.
teachers, if you will speak up. Matthew Hansen. Let's go with Matthew.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Matthew Hansen. You can call me Mr. Matthew if you would like. And I am new to Sycamore teaching this year. I will be your social media management teacher as well as your Adobe Suites teacher. So I hope to see you all in class very soon.
Thank you, Matthew. So both of those are electives, you all. It will not work into the freshman schedule, but sophomores, juniors, and seniors, those are going to be great electives if you're interested.
Miss Reese is here.
Yes, I'm here.
We need to.
Where'd she go? I'm trying to find her.
Me too.
I'm here.
Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. I found her.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Mrs. Reese. I live in Northern Texas. I'm looking forward to teaching sophomore English as well. I think there's two classes of that, so I'm teaching one of those.
Thank you, Mrs. Reese. Okay, any teachers speak up if I missed you.
I saw Miss Watson. Hold on, where'd she go?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, there we go. Okay, yes.
Sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead and introduce yourself and tell them what you're teaching.
But I am Cynthia. I'm from Houston, but currently I'm in Costa Rica. My husband and I are doing some missionary work here, and I'm going to be teaching biology, anatomy, and physiology, and also I'm going to be teaching aquatic science. So it's going to be very interesting. It's my first year here. I'm excited to meet all the students and to teach everything that I've learned throughout my life of all these classes. And I hope that y'all have fun in the class and that you really learn. I'm really happy to be here, and I hope y'all are too. The only thing I ask of my students is for them to pay attention in class, and I think it'll be a very easy 100 if you do. So hopefully we're all motivated to do that, you know, to share with each other different things. I'm here to learn also, so y'all can teach me if you learn anything new. And I'm excited. So thank you for having me here, and hope to see you soon.
Thank you. We're excited to have you too. Okay, any others? Okay, teachers.
What? Miss Catherine hasn't introduced
Miss
herself.
Catherine. Miss Catherine. There we go. Miss Catherine.
Hi, I am Catherine Elser. You can call me Miss Catherine, Mrs. Elser, whichever will work. I'm from San Jose, California, and that's somewhere in the San Francisco Bay Area. We're in what you call Silicon Valley. And I have two daughters. I have an older one who's graduated from Sycamore, and my younger one is a sophomore with Sycamore. And it's my 17th year of teaching, and it's my 4th year with Sycamore, teaching with Sycamore. I'll be team teaching chemistry with Miss Velez. I'll be teaching on Thursdays. There's 4 days of chemistry. You need to go to 4 days of chemistry. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday with Miss Velez, and Thursdays with me. That's for the juniors or whoever else wants to take chemistry. I'll also be teaching speech in the 2nd semester, one of the speech classes. I'll be teaching an elective computers and mobile devices. And I will be teaching music appreciation, and I had a special request for ukulele. So we'll see how that one goes. So those are my classes, and I'm excited to meet all of you, to make music, to do math together. Miss Dame just taught me about brain pop, and I'm so excited because it has all scientific notation, stuff that I do the math that we use in chemistry is in brain pop. So I'm very excited to use that one. And I'm looking forward to getting to know you. And I hope we all have a great year at Sycamore.
Thank you, Miss Catherine. Okay, that's our teachers. So now I'm going to turn it over to Miss Catherine and Mrs. Velez. And when they are finished, then we're going to go back to the website and we're going to go over your schedules. So Miss Catherine.
Let me get my screen ready. Okay, so we're going through some tips how to make our school year, our online school this year with Sycamore more a success. So anybody, come on, what's this?
Computer.
Yeah, oh, my high school. Okay, you're my quiet class. Okay, so that's a computer. So we need a computer in class. We're going to go through, anybody knows what this is?
Computer.
Huh?
A computer chip or a motherboard.
Yeah. So that's inside your computer that makes your computer work. So it's computer chips that goes into the motherboard. And by the way, if you happen to come to California, to Silicon Valley, don't forget to go to the Intel Museum because they show you how they cut those silicon and they make them wafer thin to put them into the computer. It's very interesting. Anyways, have at least 8 GB of RAM on your computer. Zoom needs 4 GB to run. Okay, if you're taking an Adobe class with Mr. Hansen, Adobe needs 8 GB to run. So 16 gigs would be great if you're doing Adobe with Mr. Hansen. If you're just doing Zoom and Bright Thinker, an 8 gig RAM would work. My oldest daughter was doing 2D and 3D on Adobe last year, and she had an 8 gig computer. It would take 8 gig to run Adobe. Once you start working on it and putting pictures and editing, her computer would go. So we had to get her a 16 gig one. So if you're looking to go into Mr. Hansen's class and be in live class at the same time, you need to have at least 16, okay? For Bright Thinker and Zoom, at least 8. And then your Windows should be 7, 8, 10, or 11, not Windows 10S mode. That will not work with Zoom. Well, it will work, but you'll get kicked out. Your video won't work. We can't hear you. Last year, we had a student who had 4 gig RAM with the Windows 10S mode. And the whole year, we struggled. She cannot hear us. We cannot hear her. She gets kicked out of class. She cannot open Bright Thinker. Guess what? Is that a fun school? No, it was a very stressful school. And next, we need your computer to be able to connect to the internet. The Zoom is saying that for quality video, you need to have at least 600 kilobytes per second. Your bandwidth should have that strength. If you want to know more about system requirements for Zoom, here's the QR code. And you can go there and check if your computer is something that I didn't mention because there's a lot. Now this one, if you'd like to check how your internet bandwidth is, you can use this one. I'm going to stop sharing now so I can share from my phone. And so let me go to my camera. I'm going to scan the QR code. When you get to the site, click go. It's going to check my download speed. While it's checking, will an iPad work? I'll talk about it in a bit, okay? So let's see, what does it read, guys? Quiet. It's the sound of silence. So it's 322.27 megabytes per second. So I have more than enough to run Zoom and allow it to give me a good video quality.
So let me get this straight here. Zoom requires less than a megabyte per second of bandwidth.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Okay, so then that means it doesn't really need much bandwidth at all.
For the internet connection, but for the app to work, it will, yeah, it doesn't need a lot of bandwidth.
Okay.
Even with your camera off, Ms. Lacer?
600 megabytes, that's with quality video already. So when your camera's off, it uses less bandwidth.
Now, if somebody's got like a really, really slow computer, having a camera off, does that reduce the load on the computer? Like the processing load?
The camera off is affected, the on and off of the camera. Oh, I don't know how to English right now, but that affects your bandwidth. Even your virtual fill background on the back is can affect the bandwidth. But the slow computer, that's your memory and your RAM. Well, your RAM mostly. Okay, if you have a slow computer, actually, Ryan, they work hand in hand. Don't give me a hard time. Ryan, do you really want to know, or are you just giving me a hard time? Okay, let me go back. Yeah, if it's slow, if the computer's slow already, usually it will have a hard time connecting to the internet. Because like I had an iPad I really liked, and then it kept updating, and then now they're at 14, and then it couldn't update anymore. It was at 7. Okay, so it was slow. I could connect to the internet, no problem, but it actually made my internet, it's slow because everything gets faster. And then if you have slow thing trying to connect to the fast one, it's hard. It doesn't work. Okay, Matthew, do you have something to say, Mr. Hanson?
No, I think you're covering it well. You just want to make sure that your RAM speed, that's going to be the most important part. More than memory, anything like that, it's just going to be the speed of the computer.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, so your RAM is important. Look it up. So you can go to search and click about my computer, and you can look up what your RAM is. So it'll tell you the details about your computer. Okay, let me go on to the next one. You should have a working camera or a working camera accessory so we can see your faces. We'd like to see your faces. We'd like to know if you're getting frustrated, if you're having a bad day, or if you're, aha, I'm getting it. Are you ready to tear your hair out of your head? We want to know. So we'd like to see your faces. We'd like to see your eyes as well. The next one, you need to have a working microphone and a speaker. So like earlier, the microphone is so that when you talk, others will hear you. The speaker is so that when others talk, you can hear them. So you need to have both. Okay. And a working printer with enough ink and paper. If you have an iPad and want to save on paper and printer, let me know, because I take, like Miss Lori said, I take notes on my iPad. When they have something to do, I download it as a PDF onto Notability and I take notes, and I love my iPad, because paper, I lose it. And then on a Notability, I can organize it. So make sure you have something that works for you. What works for me is an iPad. It might not work for anybody else. Oh, I like to put something on the screen, so when I write, it sounds like paper and it feels like paper. So, but if you don't have an iPad, and then teachers will ask you to print something, you need to have a printer and paper. And make sure to at least make your printer print something once a week, because the nozzles and the print heads would the inks would dry there, and then if it dries, sometimes you can't take it off anymore. You can't clean it even if you clean the nozzle head, and you'll have streaks on your print on your printed page. And I had to get rid of a printer once because I wasn't printing on my printer enough. So now I try to just print a page that's not too complicated once a week, to make sure it doesn't dry and clog my printer. So your computer should be able to share your screen and allow others to annotate on it. And it should have the ability to annotate on other people's screens. So can you annotate on my screen? Let me see you annotate. It should be, some people have it annotate right away or more, and then you have to click on it and annotate and put the pencil on there. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can, okay, very good. Now, can you erase what you just did? Erase.
Or you can just hit the clear button.
Or
and
you
it
can
clears
just
everything.
hit the clear button, yes. But I want you to learn how to erase, because I could erase everything. If I hit erase, I'll erase everybody's work. But what if you just want to erase your own work and you want to redo something that you wrote? You need to learn to hit erase or clear. Was there a question in the chat? I can't do it. I can't do it. If you are on a Chromebook, you probably won't be able to do it. Chrome said Zoom says they're working on something so that Chromebooks could do it, or you could use a peripheral, but it's not yet in. So I don't know when it's going to be in.
Some people don't know how to annotate.
Okay. The ones who can't annotate, what computer are you on?
Well, no, they don't know how to get to, in Zoom, they don't know how to get to those settings.
Yeah,
be
but I
able
need to
to.
know what computers they are on, because if they're in a
MacBook
Chromebook,
Air.
if they're in a Chromebook, no way they can annotate. Who cannot annotate? Let me know what kind of device you're on.
Someone just said Facebook Air.
Facebook Air? Oh man, sorry, I don't know about Facebook Air.
Oh,
So,
he's using MacBook Air.
oh, MacBook Air. Oh,
Miss Lori,
Miss
you thought I was
Lori?
in
You know
Okay,
what?
so
y'all need to be thinking, and I've got to send things out to make you think. So thanks for thinking.
So hover up on your screen. Miss Lori's MacBook, it could be on top or below, but I think Miss Lori's is you hover up on there and then it will show the controls.
If you hover on the top of the Zoom screen, it says View Options. And if you click on View Options, it says Zoom Ratio, Request Remote Control, and then Annotate. And if you hit Annotate, all of your annotation things come up. It's at the top of mine on both of my computers.
So can you annotate now?
Can you annotate? Whatever that was. If you can't annotate, you can stay after this orientation and we can work with you.
Yes, You can stay after and we can work with you, especially if you're going to chemistry or math. Annotating on the screen is important. We can do workarounds, but it would be best if you could annotate. Let us continue. Okay. So first, in summary, we have to have at least 8 gig RAM. If you're doing Mr. Hansen's Adobe class, you need to have at least 16. You have to have a working camera or webcam and a speaker, a microphone, speaker, a printer, and you should be able to annotate. So computers to avoid. If you already have these computers, we can try to work around the issues that we encounter. But if you're on the market of getting a computer, please avoid a Chromebook or computers that do not meet that cannot do the 6 things previously mentioned. Somebody asked me about the iPad. The iPad will allow a participant to annotate, but you can annotate on other people's screens. But for other people to annotate on your screen, you should only share a portion of your screen. You cannot do screen share. If you want to go to a website, you have to put in the URL. And I cut and paste and put the URL in. And then that way, other people can annotate on your screen. If you're sharing your whole screen, others won't be able to annotate on it. Also, if you're sharing your whole screen, your face disappears. You become black. But if you just share a portion of your screen, your face will still stay there and they can see you.
Miss Elliser?
Yes.
After, can you show me how to do that? Because I didn't know you could do that.
Okay, I'll show you, Caitlin.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Okay, so if you are a returning student, you already should have your login information for Bright Thinker, where all our classes are going to be, or a jumping board for all your other classes are going to be. If not, watch out. If you're new, you should be watching out for an email with your login information for Bright Thinker. When you go to your Bright Thinker page, you will see that your classes will appear there, and you have to click on a class to see what activities you need to complete. On my left-hand side, you'll see the activities that I need to complete. Okay, the best way to know your progress and if you've completed things or if things have gone through that you've submitted is to click on the bar graph right there. There's another way to do it. It takes just a little bit more steps, so I'm doing it this way. But if you find the other way, you're welcome to do it and use it as well. The other way, it would say grades. But if you click on that bar graph, okay, your grades will come up. And the status will show you the status of your work. If you think you submitted something, but if you look here and it doesn't show this paper with a dog ear, your submission didn't go through. I've had a number of students who show me, I've done that already. Look, and they show me their activities. I'm going to go back. You'll see there's a check right here on the music in my life. It would show them that because sometimes Bright Thinker, just if you open it and read the lesson, the check will sometimes appear. So the best way for you to know if you've actually submitted something for that lesson is to go to grades or to go to that bar graph and check it right here. So that chasing arrow will tell you that your teacher gave you a retry. This little chat box right there tells you your teacher gave a comment on your work. And then your scores should be here. So right now for music from my ethnic origins, the student has submitted the work, but the teacher hasn't graded it yet. For the music in my life, they submitted the work, the teacher has a comment and a retry is given. Okay, but I think once the submission date is due, your teachers are going to put zeros in here. And if you see zeros on the score, you could always ask for a retry. Okay, not unless there's another rule in play in class. How do you, okay, one of the things that we recommend is to always have a backup for whatever you submit on Bright Thinker. I had my oldest daughter, she was working on an essay. She was typing everything on Bright Thinker. And then when she hit submit, something happened and it didn't go through. She was very teary-eyed. She spent a lot of work on that one. So I always tell my daughters, whatever you submit, not unless it's the multiple question thing, you just click and click, it's okay. But if you're going to submit an essay or something that you wrote out for your math or something, always have a copy of it, because you never know if it will get lost as it travels through the internet. So one thing that we've liked doing is putting things on Google Docs. Oops. Ooh, no. And then we share the link onto Bright Thinker, especially if, for example, you're doing a slide presentation and your teacher wants you to do a slide presentation. Sometimes if it's a big file, Bright Thinker will not accept it. Or if you made a video, Bright Thinker will not accept it. So if it's a video, you could either do it on YouTube or you can upload it into Google Drive. And from Google Drive, you can put the link into Bright Thinker. I'm going to talk about the presentation. So you're going to click share. On my computer, I see this yellow share icon. And on my iPad, I just see that person with a plus. And then on the iPad, it's a two-step process. Once you hit share, you could add people here, but sometimes even if you add people and you give them editor rights, but your access has restrictions, it won't let them open it. So what we want is anyone with the link can view. Okay. On my computer, it's just one step. It's that one. On my iPad, it's two steps. I manage access. When I click on that one, it will show me my general access, and I can change this one to anyone with the link can view. If it's an English class and you want the teacher to check your essay and be able to leave comments, you can change that permission as well and put, they can either be editor, viewer, commenter, or if you don't want them to have access anymore, you can remove access, okay? We need to make sure that anything you submit to class has anyone on the internet with the link can view. Because if your teacher is already grading papers and then they get to your paper and then they cannot grade it because you were not able to change access, then you have to put that aside, then ask you for access, then come back to it. And guess what? Sometimes, like I had a student who, with that thing happened, she didn't have access, so she gave me access. By the time she gave me access, I was on to doing other things, and I was preparing for a Christmas concert, so I was doing a lot of rehearsals, and I didn't get to check her paper in time. Okay, so if you're going to submit the link, make sure your permissions are set to anyone with the link on the internet can view. And then once you click on that link, now you're going to share it. I usually just copy the link on my computer. I copy my link here and then I click done and I paste the link onto Bright Thinker. On my iPad, it's a two-step process. I click share and export, and then I copy the link and then I click it and I paste it into Bright Thinker. And that's the end of my part. Anybody has questions or additions? No? Okay. It's Miss Bonnie's time.
Bonnie, let me get there. There she is. Uh-oh. Miss Bonnie?
There we go. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Says your bandwidth is low, so we'll see how long.
Yeah, I'm going to do what I can. Miss Catherine, you may have to finish this up. I'm on hotspot. My tower went out beside my house. We're going to go. Here we go. All right. So Zoom etiquette, what is that? What do you do when you're on Zoom and what do you not do when you're on Zoom? It's called common courtesy to only have one person talk at a time. Make sure your device is charged. Do your best. Be engaged. Oh, please be engaged. You know what? I got it. There is a computer between you and me, or you and whatever teacher you have. That's not easy, but you can do yourself a lot of favors. We're going to go through some of those. So before we go, find a quiet place, please. If you've got a cat going, and you got the mom saying, hey, would you do this? And you've got brothers and sisters saying, or whatever, it's a little bit hard to focus. It's already hard to focus because you're not sitting in a physical classroom. Do yourself a favor, find a quiet place, a corner of your bedroom, a something where you can actually think. Take away temptations. Don't be on these, for instance, not for video games, not for listening to music, not for whatever else it is. Just focus. Focus. These help you because you can hear better and you can also tune out some of the noise that's around you. If you know that you get a grade for being in class on time and you plug your computer in, it's not working, it's dead, it's something, I don't know. If you're there a minute or 5 early, you can get those things taken care of. Do yourself a favor. No shadow people. I do not want to see the shadow people in my classroom. I want to see your face. As a teacher, you see, oh, it's like bang, 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 they got it. Or no, don't have it. Or whatever else. I need to see your face. I do not want to see this. I do not want to see this. I want to see your eyes. I want to see your eyes. Okay. Leave your cameras on 24/7, 365 when you're in class. Leave your cameras on. I don't want to have to wonder if you're there. And in my classes, if you not have a camera on, I just put you back in a waiting room somewhere. I got it. Sometimes you can't. I know it. But get kicked out first so that I know. Okay. It's kind of a hard and fast rule in my classes. Every teacher might be a little bit different, but we need to see you. All right, going forward. The way that you prevent shadow people is by having the light above or in front of you. If you can have natural lighting, your eyes, and it's a really good thing. Sitting beside a window will do that. Ring lights in front of you. If you want to, oh, it's up there somewhere. Where is there? It is. If you want to use the light that's in the room, that's definitely light this bulb. But when you have light from behind you, that's when you get shadow people. Please use your first and last names on the screen. That helps me out, especially if I don't know you. I want to see you, okay? I don't want to see this. I don't want to see anything but your eyes, your face, and your whole face, not just a piece of a part of it. Please dress appropriate for school. If you wouldn't go to school in your pajamas, like a brick and mortar school, then please don't come to class in your pajamas. I actually watched a video, which you guys might enjoy, which was a student, an online student, and she especially on her days where she wasn't motivated, she said Mondays that she just didn't feel like it and whatever, she would go to her closet and pick out the cutest outfit in there. And it motivated her to be in class. Directly under your camera, then you'll be looking there. If I put my pictures down here, then I am looking at the bottom of the camera and it's not very engaging. It doesn't look like I'm looking at you, even though I'm seeing you. If you put your pictures underneath your camera, there's eye contact and that's helpful. We already went over this. Be engaged. Be engaged. You can't learn if you're doing something else. Yeah. And you can see from those 3 pictures, there's only one that looks very nice. And really, in high school, you want to look your best, right? So you already know you have to have your camera on. You don't want to be like down here. You don't want to be standing up here. You want just this part of you there. Sycamore is a Christian school, meaning that guns, skulls, video game characters with inappropriate dress, or yeah, just don't go there, please. You can put a million different things on backgrounds, your kitty cat or whatever else. A picture of, I don't know, a tree that you like or a flower that you like, something, but please keep your dress and your screen backgrounds appropriate. All right. Do me a favor. I'm gonna stop there. Raise your hand by using the little reference button on your screen. Go. Go, 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 go. Quick, quick, quick. There we go. Woohoo. Very nice. And do we have 100%? Almost. Very good. All right. Give yourselves a hand. Can you find the little either thumbs up or clapping button? Nice. All right. Now take them down, please. Woohoo. Nicely done. Very good. Let me share screen again. All right, same thing. I'm going to stop sharing. Unmute yourself and say something. You say woo or hi or whatever you want to say. Hi. Go. Unmute and
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey. Hello. Very good. All right, very good. And now please mute yourselves again. Perfect. I figured you guys all, this is like old hat, right? But it's nice to say hi to people when you haven't seen them for a while. Sharing again. All right, backgrounds. This kind of background does not have anything to do with your computer, right?
Mrs. Velez,
yes.
Your screen, there we go. Your screen wasn't sharing, but it's back up now.
Okay. All right. So this kind of screen doesn't cost any kind of bandwidth or doesn't use any megabytes. Don't ask me all this. I don't know. It doesn't mess with your computer, right? It's just on the wall behind you. And it's easy to make a background. It's even easy to change a background. So if I wanted to just switch this background up, all I have to do is something like that, and all of a sudden I have a new background. So you can be creative if your computer doesn't have enough gigabytes to do what it needs to do to have a virtual background, which are, those are fun, and then as long as they're appropriate. But if you don't have enough, you don't have to just be left out. You can do something in the corner of your bedroom or wherever you're going to have class. All right. And bottom line, do your best because God asks you to, right? And why not? because you want a good grade, you want to learn something. This is going to go forward for college and only 1, 2, or 3 years away for most of you. So do your best and have fun. That's all I got for you today. I'm going to turn it over to Miss Laura.
Thank you, Mrs. Bonnie. Okay, everybody, I am going to
Miss
share my
Lori,
screen.
hold
Yeah.
on. Can you give them their eye care thingy really quick?
Oh, absolutely. You want to do that?
No, you can go ahead and do it.
I thought you did it.
Yeah, I did it the last two.
Oh, okay. All right. So you guys need to protect your eyes. You're in an online environment, and fortunately or unfortunately, it's the world we live in. So even if you weren't doing it at school, it's probably going to be your life for the rest of your life. So you need to protect your eyes. So Mrs. Ellis, their eye doctor told them for every 30 minutes they're online, they need to squeeze their eyes shut tight and hold them. So squeeze your eyes, hold them tight.
For 20 seconds.
How many?
20.
20 seconds. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Undo them and look out at a distance, away from your computer, far away. Give your eyes a break so that you keep, you're going to be using you can see near because you're working on a computer all day, but you want to keep your eyes able so that they can focus both near and far. So when you do that, you're training your eyes to not only look close at a computer, but then they can look at a distance and focus.
Miss Lori?
So practice in different focusing. Yes, go ahead.
Also, another thing people can do is buy blue light glasses. They're like just a few dollars at Walmart, and they just protect your eyes from the blue light, which causes all the problems. So
blue light is
You
a
can
problem.
also
You can also change your settings on your computer for blue light. Yes. Somebody else said something?
I was gonna say that you can also turn off blue light.
On the computer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, is just to get your blue light off. But then you want to use your long distance vision. So if you can, be right by a window, not behind you, but beside you, so that you can look out a window very regularly and look as far away as you can, so that you're using both your close up, which you're not going to have any problem. You're doing that all day, but use your long distance also. Okay?
Because your brain could lose the ability to perceive distant objects if you're only using your near vision. So my older daughter, she was seeing distance. She was seeing Monets. They're all impressions. And then her brain got used to doing that, to just seeing Monets, and she was always working up close. So the doctor told her to just keep practicing distance so she won't lose it. Because guess what? If you don't use it, you lose it. So you better use it.
Absolutely. So protect your eyes, take care of you. And I always say, if you will come into class and work with the teachers and get everything done in class, if you will work in class, you will have much less homework than if you don't work in class. And then when your day is over, get outside. Get outside, run, use that long distance vision. Go play with the dogs, go to the park, whatever. But get your work done when you're in class. Practice the eye exercise, squeeze them tight, and then look outside. And then when class is over, hopefully you've got everything finished and you can get outside. So take care of the cows and the horses and the goats. Okay? So now I just want to go over the website. Does anybody have any other questions before we do that?
I didn't get the email with my Bright Thinker login. Do I just use the same as I had last year?
It will probably be the same. You still should get one. And if anybody needs it, if you'll email, we'll answer those specifically. And if you don't have it on Tuesday morning, no panicking. I'm here all day long. come in here, we'll get you on as quickly as possible. The first
Miss-
week, the first day is always a little crazy in the first week, and we've only got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So come in here and we'll get you figured out.
Miss Lori,
Yes.
from previous experience, it seems like the first week of school is getting everything kind of set up, like getting all the wrinkles out.
Yep, figuring out where you're going and what you're doing, it absolutely is. But we also, you're going to be doing work the first week, so just be sure you're going to class and working. So now I am going to share the website with you. And earlier I told you what the login was and the password. Once you have put it in, it automatically, usually will just save it. So you're going to go up here to the top where it says students, and you click on it. And I've already entered my login, so it should just open right up. And here is where you are going to have your PE logs. If any of you are taking gymnastics or art classes or violin or piano, you're going to use the activity log. Dancing classes, and any of that 120 hours is 1 credit. If you can't hit 120, hit 60 and start a new one. And you'll send those in to us at the end of the year. We will add it to your report card and transcript. So anything you're doing outside of Sycamore, like those things, piano, violin, gymnastics, dance. Actually, gymnastics and dance might go for PE, but if you've got a teacher to sign off, then use an activity log. Okay, anything that you're doing physically, family hikes, skiing, water skiing, snow skiing, gymnastics, bike riding, you're going to want to keep track of that time, and you want to start immediately. You need 1 credit of PE to graduate. If you are taking music lessons, 120 hours is 1 credit. That will count for your fine arts credit. So you want to begin doing that as soon as possible. Practice time, performance time, and lesson time.
Community service, Miss Lori.
Oh, that's right. Community service is required. You need 10 hours of community service. And that would be things like mowing an elderly neighbor's yard or helping with VBS. Anybody have anything else they've done? Mission.
Can something that we did over the summer count for this school year or no?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Miss Lori,
Yes.
does stuff in your church count for community service?
Yes, it does, but not going to church.
No, I meant being a deacon or something, like doing stuff for
Probably
event
not
stuff
that.
like
Like if you, I know sometimes they do can collecting, anything that you do for the community.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like kind of like events that your church sets up for the community.
Yeah, like if they did a cooking school or a stop smoking clinic, if you help with something like that, that's community service.
Okay.
Okay. Then the other thing here is your graduation requirements. And guys, you can keep track for yourself. You can print those out. And I don't know if we've linked them yet. I don't think we have. But at some point, Mrs. Catherine has made it so that when you click on it, you can actually print a worksheet and keep track for yourself. I think I'm going to go ahead and click on it just so you can see it. Graduation requirements. There we go. So here's your college prep, and it tells you what you need, academic, and then classic. Let me see if we go to the bottom. Is that done? No, we don't have it. We will, hopefully in the next week, we will have it, an attachment down at the bottom where you can actually print that part and keep track of your credits. So if you want to speed up and get out of school faster, or you just want to kind of keep track of what you're doing, you can do that. Okay. Now I may. Okay, just a second. I'm going to stop sharing and get back into it again. All right, share my screen. Okay, and then here is going back into students. You have newsletters on there. And if you go down, here is going to be your schedule. So this looks extremely difficult. It isn't. You're in high school now, and I'm really pretty sure you can handle it. So you will open the high school link. There we go. So notice that 9th is in purple, 10th is in green, 11th is in blue, and 12th is in red. And the electives are in this goldish color. Okay. So you cannot, if you just look at the schedule, you're going, oh my goodness, it's just crazy. Pick out your color. Here we've got English 1, IPC, second semester speech, world geography. There's 2 pages to this, and I'm not going to go down. We are planning on hyperlinking the Zoom room with the name. So if you're at 8:30 in the morning and you are scheduled at English 1, you can come here and you can click. I will do it right now. So here we could click on Miss McKenna's. And right there, it has her link to her Zoom room. So you will hopefully have an email with all the links. You can come to the website and click on the schedule and get the links. And hopefully also in the first week or so, we're going to have the links on Bright Thinker in each class's homepage. So for instance, if you're taking chemistry, actually it's on there for Mrs. Velez. You go to Mrs. Velez's homepage, home screen, and you will see her classroom link. So you have multiple ways to get into class. Okay, any questions on that? I also recommend, rather than just going with this, you can print it out, write down your schedule.
So, Miss Lori, question. There is 2 English 1s.
That is correct.
So does that mean we can choose which one we attend?
Yes. Most of the
Okay.
time, we're going to put you, if you are on the East Coast, we're going to put you in the earlier one. If you live in California, we're going to put you in the later one. If we put you in a class and you see something on the schedule you want changed, all you need to do is come see us. You can do it the first week, no problem. So anything can be changed, just let us know. Also notice on here that it has the days that the class is meeting. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday means MTW means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We've just switched to using R for Thursday because people were getting confused when they saw T and TH. They thought that meant Tuesday, Thursday. So I'm trying to switch everything to R. R is Thursday, T is Tuesday. Most electives are not going to start this week. You will start them the following week. We'll be sending out an elective letter so you can choose what you want to take. And anything anybody else wants to add to the panel? Anything? Any have any questions on this? So you want to go to the class. You'll go up to see the time, and remember, all times are in Central Time. I wish this was a Google Doc that would change times with where you were, but it doesn't. And then you're going to come over here to the teacher. And hopefully there would be a teacher there. And here you would go up, English, and then you go over here to Mrs. Martins. Miss Miranda, Miss Renee.
Oh, really?
It's called either American Lit or English 3.
Oh, okay. I didn't know she taught
Oh
English.
yeah. Who's asking you that?
Me, Lucas.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay, any other questions about this? Okay, before we stop, I would just want to remind you that we have yearbook. The yearbook team meets weekly and pulls together the yearbook. It's a great team to be a part of. We also have newsletter. if you're interested in writing or artistic things or design, editing, be a part of the newsletter team. You get a credit for journalism with newsletter. You get a credit of yearbook. And if at some point you choose to be the editor of the yearbook, there's a really good chance that you can get scholarships when you go to college. They're looking for leadership. And same would be with the newsletter. So
when are you going? What are the times for that?
they meet and decide when everybody has a free time. So that
Okay, so will you send out an email to everybody interested?
yes, what we're going to do is send out an
Okay.
elected letter. You guys are going to let us know what you're interested in, and then we're going to group you all together for those classes, and you'll meet and decide what time.
Miss Lori,
Yes.
isn't McKenna doing your book this year?
She's not going to be the editor. She's the sponsor. You want to be the editor, be the editor. She's going to be in there, but we need student editor, not. So if you're interested in editing, we're still looking for an editor. Go ahead.
I said, okay, thank you.
Oh, I thought I heard somebody else say something.
Caitlin
So-
should be the editor.
What?
I said Caitlin should be the editor.
It should be Caitlin.
Y'all are talking at the same time and I can't hear a word you're saying.
Caitlin needs to be the newsletter, yearbook editor.
Yearbook editor. It's a good thing.
I was gonna say I'm kind of interested, but we'll let everyone else who's
There's
interested.
Yeah, it should totally be Caitlin.
There's Caitlin.
It definitely needs to be Caitlin.
Okay. So we've gone over schedule. And you've heard all of the rules and regulations. You know what kind of computer to buy if you need a computer. Anybody have any other questions? And remember on Tuesday, nobody panics, nobody gets upset. If you don't make it to class on time, it's all forgivable. If you don't make it to class the next week on time, then you're in trouble. But the first week, we have a lot of grace. So if you don't know where to go, come see me. I'll be here all day long. And I'm here to help you. Teachers, do you have anything you want to add? Okay,
Miss Lori,
it's going to be a great year. Yes, Lucas.
where's Professor
Lori,
Hidalgo?
I have one thing to add after Lucas.
Okay, go ahead, Lucas.
Where's Professor Hidalgo?
He's going to be here. He's teaching. But
Okay, he's teaching this year? That's good.
He's teaching this year, but he's also teaching at the university. And
Right.
so, yeah. He is here.
Okay.
It's not here.
So since you're high school, if you're in my classes and some of the teachers are going to do this as well, they're going to put attendance as your responsibility. We will be sending out a Track CC invite and look out for it. And you will have the ability to self-report attendance. In our classes, we will be putting a QR code on our landing page on Bright Thinker. And once you get to the landing page, you can scan the QR code and you can self-report your attendance and it will let us know what time you get into class.
Is that a mandatory thing or?
Well, if you don't have, we need you to have a Track CC account, but if you don't have a phone that you can scan it with, you can just type here on the chat and the teacher will have to transfer it over to Track CC. But if you want to help your teacher and you have a phone, get the app so you can self-report. Also, on Track CC, the school calendar is on Track CC. So if you have the app, it's the fastest way to get into there and see it. And the teachers could also put their calendar in there and it will send automatic notifications. If you are sick, you could self-report that you are sick. And so we know where you're at. You don't have to tell Miss Lori or something. Your parents we will also have your parents invite your parents to create track CC accounts. They could monitor your attendance that way, and they could also report you as absent or sick.
If you're sick, be sure that you're notifying your teachers so that you can make up your work. And if you're sick, Sarah. Teachers are going to get sick too. And by the way,
us the link to this site or something,
I think
so
we'll be
that we
sending
can go in and create an account later.
Yeah.
They will
Okay.
send it out.
We'll be sending Track CC out.
Miss Cynthia, hand this up.
Cynthia?
I did want to say one last thing that I forgot to say to the students. The reason why I am so excited about giving biology and anatomy, I forgot to say that. And I think it's important. I am a foreign medical doctor. I have my license in Mexico. It was in biology class in high school when I was in Houston that I decided to become a doctor. I think it's a very interesting class. I love it. I always wanted to take anatomy and physiology, but I wasn't able to because we moved to Mexico right when I was going to take it. So that wasn't possible, but I did do my medical career in Mexico. I have a lot of exciting stories to tell and hope y'all can relate and to show you better the course and why it's so important to know. I think we are needing a lot of doctors right now. My husband, he's a nurse, and we work together here helping people, but we are mainly focused on the 8 natural remedies. We've been able to see a lot of people getting cured with just using the 8 natural remedies. So I'm excited to teach you all that I know on that subject. So yeah, I thought that was important for y'all to know because I totally forgot.
It's all right. Thank you, Cynthia. Okay. Other questions? Are there any other questions?
I have a question.
Hey, Claire. Welcome back.
Hi. So so the teachers like give you your schedule of the basic classes, but like you can change teachers if you want to, right? But like the teachers have like made your schedule already, right?
Yes, and whenever you get your Bright Thinker login, all of your classes are going to, I wonder if I can pull that up real quick. All of your classes, yes, I can. Yay. So all of your classes are going to appear for you. Is there anybody that would let me use their name? So I could,
go ahead.
Who?
Yeah, Katie.
Katie Harmon?
Yep.
Thank you, Katie. Okay. So when you go to your schedule.
Yes.
Share my screen. And we go to your enrollments. I'm going to go to her active ones right there. Do you see Algebra 2? She has it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 9:15. She has biology with Dr. Watson at 10 o'clock. She has English 2. Oh, nope, that's last year. She's doing that. She has American Lit with Miss Miranda at 1 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So you not only have your teacher, you have the days, and you have the times. A is going to be semester 1, and B is going to be semester 2.
Okay.
So when you get your your classes will not appear until Monday. Well, some of them may appear
Tuesday.
earlier.
I think Tuesday.
Sorry. So as soon as you get them, you will also know what your schedule is from that. If you go to your active classes, you can write your schedule down that way. And you'll know what teachers you're with. So you've got multiple ways to figure out where you're going.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Claire. Good question. Anybody else have a question?